So President Mahama's 35 days in office, and he's doing a lot of things. He's working, he's cooking, he's doing wonders. Yesterday, a lot of things came out from this new administration, and that is what I'm going to bring it to you in this episode. So the first one is former Minister for Finance declared wanted by OSP. I'm going to bring the full details on that. President Mahama orders investigation into the National Service Authority ghost names. I'm going to bring the full details on this story too. Finance Minister to present 2025 budgets to Parliament on the 10th of March. Sam George, Minister for Communication, Digital Technology and Innovation, orders audits of all frequency authorizations. I'm going to bring the full details on this one too. 2025 Independence Day celebration to held at the Jubilee House. 2025 Independence Day celebration to be held at the Jubilee House. This time around, it is not going anywhere. It is not going outside Accra. I'm going to bring you the full details on this story too. But before that, guys, if today is your first time here, and you haven't subscribed to this channel, please subscribe to this channel for me. Share this video, like, and most importantly, leave your comment down there for me. So my name is Nadia Goldie. Now let's get inside the story. So yesterday, the former Minister for Finance, Ken Ofori-Atta, was declared wanted by the OSP. Now, according to the OSP, they are expecting Ken Ofori-Atta to come and answer some questions. And these are the list of cases against him. List of cases against Ken Ofori-Atta. There are 5 cases here. 5 cases. The first one is Strategic Mobilization Ghana Limited and Agra contracts. 2. Procurement of ambulances. 3. The National Cathedral. 4. ECG and Belgian Technology Limited contract termination. 5. Agra's tax refund account payment. So these are the 5 cases against Ken Ofori-Atta, and right now he has been declared wanted. He has been declared wanted. According to information, Ken has traveled outside for medical checkups, medical treatment. But according to the OSP, it's either say Ofori-Atta will come and present himself to them by himself, and now said they will send people to go and bring him back to the country. That is what they are saying right now. That is what the OSP is saying right now. So if you know where Ken Ofori-Atta is at, you can draw the attention of the OSP, because they are expecting him to come and explain to them about these 5 cases. Yes. So secondly, now let's move to the second story. President Mahama orders investigations into the National Service Authority ghost names. So Yabekaya, some few months last year, there was some rumor that at the National Service Authority, we have ghost names. The ghost names are the people that are not doing their national service. National service. Those names doesn't exist. But this is what happened. Every month, those names, the government pays them. So if we have about 100 ghost names on the list that the government is supposed to pay all those people. Meanwhile, those names does not exist. There was a rumor like that last year. I even did the story. Now, according to the president has ordered investigation into those ghost names. And you'll be surprised the names that we have here. So these are the National Service ghost names. So these people submitted 18,000 names to the government, 18,000 names. But the actual names that we have here are 98,145 names. That is the actual names. And the ghost names we have here is 81,885. So what to me who say ghost names, it is almost the number of the actual names. Almost the names. So this is what happened. Every month, the government is supposed to give more national services, something more for their upkeeps, transportation, data and all that. So the people, the bosses at this institutions submitted more than the actual names. And those fake names, it is closer to the actual names. So this is what is happening in our government institutions. The ghost names is almost the number of the actual name. And the government have to pay everybody all those names. Can you imagine? If we should calculate the money that is going into somebody's account at the end of the month, you'll be shocked. So this is what is happening in our government institutions. So right now, the president, John Dramani Mahama, has ordered investigation into this ghost names. So let's move to the third story. So the finance minister to present 2025 budget to parliament on the 10th of March. So on the 10th of March, the finance minister is to present 2025 budget to parliament on the 10th of March. Now the fourth story here is Sam George. Sam George is now the Minister for Communication, Digital Technology and Innovation, has ordered audits of all frequency authorization. So we know, say, radio stations. So this one goes to the radio stations. Before you can have a radio station or before you can air, your voice will go on air for the public, you need a frequency number. They said they have some frequency number that they issue to them before you can have a radio station. Now, according to Sam George, radio stations are dozen. Radio stations are dozen. So according to the Sam George, they are going to audit, like he's going to do investigations. He's going to audit every TV station or radio station to make sure, say, the frequency number now you are having, it is valid. It is valid. That is what Sam George is saying here. So this is the statement. Frequency authorization audit. The Honorable Minister for Communication, Digital Technology and Innovation has instructed the AG Director General of the National Communication Authority to furnish his office with a list of all frequency authorizations issued or renewed in the last 60 days. As part of the government Operation Recover All Loot agenda, the minister considers it a mandate to ensure that all state resources within the purview of the ministry which have been handed over to the private interest in a manner inconsistent with law and laid down procedure must be recovered for the benefit of the state. This marks the first phase in what would be a complete audit of all frequency authorizations to ensure sanity in the use of state resources in the broadcasting space. The general public will be notified of any further action upon receipt of information. And so this is what the Minister for Communication is saying. Now let's move to the next story, the last story. So 2025 Independence Day celebration to be held at the Jubilee House, said by Felix Kwachi Fosu, Minister of Government Communication. So according to Felix Kwachi, this year's Independence Day is not going to be celebrated outside Accra. And his reason being that if they do this celebration outside Accra, the cost involved alone is mind-busting. Already the country is in crisis and we need some ways and means to, save money. So according to him, that money that we spend, a lot of money that we spend celebrating the Independence Day outside Accra, this time around, they are going to keep that money so that they can hold the Independence Day in Accra here, and it will happen at the Jubilee House, at the full court of the Jubilee House.
The spirit of cutting down on government expenditure, on non-essential expenditure, President Mahama has instructed that this rotational policy be suspended. In addition to this, the main celebrations, which ordinarily would have taken place in Accra at the Independence Square, has also become the subject of some rollback. President Mahama believes that, yes, there is much to celebrate over Ghana's independence. It is perhaps the most significant happening in our entire history as a country. And he acknowledges the need to celebrate this in a manner that befits our status as an independent country. Nonetheless, he is also minded by the parlor state of the economy and the various competing needs, and the fact that there are critical sectors of our national life that do not receive adequate or anything near to adequate funding. He believes that at this moment in time, there is a need to reprioritize government expenditure. And one of the areas where savings can be made is this independence celebration. He believes that it is entirely possible to hold modest but significant events to mark this important occasion without breaking the national pace. For that reason, he has decided that this year's celebration will not take on the spectacular form that we have been used to over the years. Rather than a major event at the Independence Square, where there are contingents of men from the various security agencies and hundreds of school children, I beg your pardon, from across the country who march briskly to applause and cheers. We are going to have a significant ceremony at the presidency, and this will ensure that we minimize the often huge financial implications that come with this celebration.
So from the camp of the new administration, this is what is coming from there. Yes, and it's interesting. Very, very, very interesting. It is interesting. We are hoping that this government won't fail us. We have so much belief, so much trust in them that this government is going to reset an agenda no, and reset it, because Charlie, the country is so hot and hard. So let me know in the comment section how you feel about these 5 things. Yes, let me know. Is it 5 or 4? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, it's 5. Let me know how you feel about it. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching this episode. I'm going to come your way with another episode. My name is Nadia Godi. I'm out.